this section of video, we will cover the connectivity of RS-232 devices to the SDMS application. First of all, try to find out what type of pin structure you have on the instrument device. Select the appropriate pin structure and connect the cable. The other end of the cable goes to the MOXA device, as we will be using MOXA device to convert the RS-232 port to a network port. Connect the MOXA device with network cable. Plug the network cable in the network slot. Once this is done, we will be covering the section of connecting the MOXA device configurations in a separate video. Once the connection is completed, open the instrument software application and set up the method for transferring the data for testing. In this application, since we need to just test the data capture, we will change the method setup to just single reading. Log in as administrator to the application, update the method setup and set it to single measurement. Once the single measurement is set, get ready to transfer the data. Double check the communications are ready and start the instrument reading for single reading. Open the endport application to verify the endport details. Hit on search so that you will get the IP address over the network connected with the MOXA devices. Note down the IP address. Each MOXA device will also come with a port, TCPIP port. This has to be configured. Open the web browser and enter the IP address noted from the endport application. Verify the IP address. Change the IP address as required to configure the MOXA device. Go to the operating settings. Verify the TCP port. If the port is same, then ignore it. If the port is different, change the port as noted on the MOXA device. To set up the RS-232 and TCPIP devices, note down the instrument to be configured with the parameters for RS-232 and TCPIP.
Click Add button on the instrument master page. In Add Instrument dialog box, enter instrument code. Enter instrument alias name. Enter instrument model and instrument make. Model and make are optional fields. Select parser type as none. Select interfacer mapped and active options. Create new in the interface instrument option. On the communication settings dialog box, enter the values exactly as configured in the TCPIP instrument, mainly the IP address and port number. Add the other fields correctly. Click the submit button. This will create a new instrument as listed in the instrument master page. Click on Client tab, select the client, click Edit button. It will open up Edit Client dialog box. Select the instrument to map it, and then in the Audit Trial dialog box, enter the password and comments. After completing audit trial details, click on the Submit button. Now the client and the instrument have been mapped.
The communication of instrument data starts with definition of scheduler. To define a scheduler, create new schedule. Select the client on which the scheduler should capture the data. The instrument will have a specific path where the data is generated. Set the path and click on check to ensure the path is communicable and the data can be transferred from the selected path. Set the destination folder from the FTP folders created. The data captured from this instrument will now be stored under this particular folder. Set the data capture as live capture with live version. This will ensure that the data every time generated is captured immediately, and also any modification done to the file is captured. The save settings will ask for audit trails. Give the password for the logged in user. Give the reason for modification or creation of the schedule, and save the scheduler. Put the sample inside the device. Set the device for measurement and go to the instrument application to start the reading. Once the data is transferred, which is displayed on the instrument device, can be checked on the SDMS screen. The data is captured in the SDMS screen and displayed as it was generated in the instrument software. Ensure the instrument connectivity using interfacer. Open the instrument connectivity exe and search the connected devices. The connected devices should display as instrument connected. Once the instrument is connected, push the data from the respective instrument to the connection. The data sent is captured and displayed in the interfacer. Once the interfacer is displaying the data properly, open the SDMS application Data Explorer screen. Go to the respective instrument scheduler path and check the file. Click on the file. The file information should be displayed in the File Information tab, and the file viewer should display the data in text file format. Thank you for watching this video.